You probably already know that if you subscribe to Switch Online, you can make a free Japanese Nintendo account to get access to all the Japanese exclusive Switch Online games. What you probably don't know are what those games are. Most of the games are already available in other regions, so which ones can you only get by going into the Japanese region game launchers? I wanted to break this down by system, so here's all the Japan-only Game Boy games for Switch Online. I'll give a quick overview of each game and how much Japanese you'll need to play it. Starting off strong, we have Kaeru no Tame ni Kane wa Naru, or The Frog for Whom the Bell Tolls, a 1992 action RPG which may look familiar even though it never made it outside Japan. Much of the team that worked on this game would later go on to work on Link's Awakening, and they even used the same engine and font. The game tells of two rival princes, Prince Richard and the Prince of Sable, who have to rescue a princess. Despite some of the characters making occasional cameos in other Nintendo games, the game has never received an official translation, and you'll probably find yourself pretty lost if you don't have a good reading knowledge of Japanese. There is a pretty good fan translation available, but it probably won't be coming to Switch Online anytime soon. Next up we have Yakuman, a two-player Japanese-style Mahjong game that closely resembles Mahjong for Famicom, and was the only Game Boy launch title not to make it outside of Japan. Paradoxically, you probably won't need to know much Japanese to play this, but you will need to know how to play Japanese Mahjong. There's also a translation patch available for this one if you need some help with the menus, but be careful, because you need to use revision 0 of the game, not the later revision 1. Last but not least, we have Donkey Kong GB, Dinky Kong and Dixie Kong. But wait, I hear you say, isn't that just Donkey Kong Land 3? No, Donkey Kong Land 3 is a Game Boy game, while Donkey Kong GB is a Game Boy Color exclusive port of Donkey Kong Land 3 that has never made it to any other region outside Japan. Luckily, you won't need much Japanese for this one, and it plays a lot better on the Game Boy Color than it does on the Game Boy Classic. It's not just graphics, everything feels smoother as well. So if you're still saving your pennies for Donkey Kong Bonanza, maybe this will tide you over in the meantime. In any case, that's all the Japanese Switch Online exclusives for Game Boy. Let me know in the comments if you want a deep dive video on any of these, and if you found this video useful, go ahead and subscribe so you'll see when I release videos for the other systems.